Hey everyone, it's Kim. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about skincare, and to be honest, I didn't feel super comfortable getting in front of the camera talking about skincare unless my skin was absolutely perfect, blemish free, smooth like a baby. But the reality of it is that I am struggling with adult acne, and this is an ongoing battle in my life. So I've had to adjust my skincare quite a bit to incorporate ingredients and products that not only treat acne, but strengthen my skin barrier and also deal with concerns such as hyperpigmentation and scarring that can result due to all the acne. So most of the products that I'll be mentioning today can be found on YesStyle. I am by no means being paid to make this video. These are all my own opinions, and in fact, most of these products are items that I've repurchased time and time again. But if you would like to support me, there will be a link in the description that you can shop from. I'll link all the products that I will be mentioning, and you can even use my code KFITS5 for up to 5 to 10% off your first order. So without further ado, let's just get into this because I have a lot of products I want to talk about, and we're going to start with my evening skincare routine. So the first step in my routine, or technically 1 out of 2 steps, is to double cleanse. Now I like to go in with an oil-based cleanser first, just to remove any makeup, sunscreen, dirt, and oil, and then go in with a water-based cleanser, and this just more effectively cleanses your face than just using one cleanser overall. Even if I'm not wearing makeup, I will most definitely be wearing sunscreen, so I think that is why a oil-based cleanser first is super essential, especially if you have oily skin. So the one that I've been using most recently is the Clean It Zero by Banila Co. Now this is an OG cult favorite, and it's in the pink packaging, which is just the original formulation. There are a ton of other formulations out there at this point, but this works just fine for me. I like to apply this with a dry face and then just work the product in, add a bit of water, and then just cleanse it. And so what's so great about this cleanser is that it doesn't overly strip your skin. Another great option would be the Heimish All Clean Balm, and this is a product that I've mentioned in a previous skincare routine video, and it's just a few dollars cheaper. It both works the same, but I would say the best balm cleanser that I've ever tried has to be from Then I Met You. So I was gifted Then I Met You Cleanser Duo a few months ago, and I've used up both of the products already because it's just so amazing. But that to me is like luxury skincare. It feels so good on your skin, smells amazing, and that leaves your skin feeling super hydrated and plump even after double cleansing. So that is absolutely amazing. However, the con that I have for that is just the price point. It's like mid-30s just for a cleanser. I think if you purchase the duo, it's at least $70, which is pretty crazy. So as much as I love that one, this does the trick for me. So a balm is not the only way you can double cleanse. I also really like to use the DHC Deep Cleansing Oil. So this comes in a little pump and it looks like olive oil. This is what I like to bring with me whenever I'm traveling anywhere, just because it really removes all the waterproof mascara that I have. If you're looking for something that's heavy duty with a pump, the DHC cleansing oil is a go-to for me. And for anyone who doesn't like to put too much work into their skincare, that, or if you're having an off day and don't really want to do much, another option I have for you guys is the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. And so this is really simple. All you have to do is pour a bit of it onto a cotton round and then just gently wipe your face, and that is your first cleanse. So super simple. I don't use this too often. It's not my first choice, but it is definitely handy to have. All right, so now let's get into the water-based cleansers. So as I've mentioned, I don't like products to overly strip my skin. In fact, I feel like if you get that squeaky clean feeling from any product, then that is too harsh for you. So I like to opt for products that are better suited for sensitive skin. So the cleanser that I've been loving a lot lately is the one from Krave. It's the Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser. So this is the most amazing cleanser I've used besides the Then I Met You one, because it leaves my skin feeling so smooth and so hydrated. I want to cleanse my face again. This is formulated with matcha, hemp seeds, oats, almonds, vitamin B5, sodium PCA. So a lot of good ingredients in here. There are a ton of great cleansers out there. Just to name a few, the Cosrx Low pH Good Morning Cleanser is a cleanser that has tea tree, so great for people with acne and super gentle as well. I've been using it since my college days and have gone through at least 3 bottles of the stuff. Another really loved cleanser of mine is the CeraVe SA Cleanser. So that contains salicylic acid. Once again, great for those who have acne. And then another great cleanser from CeraVe is the Hydrating Facial Cleanser. I mean, I've tried all of them. I would say the SA and the Hydrating Cleanser are my favorites. The foaming one is all right. It does leave my skin feeling slightly stripped, so that's why I don't love it as much. But yes, get yourself a nice cleanser. So on to step 2, I have toners. Now I think toners are an optional step. In fact, the primary 3 steps I think is essential for anyone's routine is to have a good cleanser, moisturizer, and of course sun protection. Then you can go in with your actives and other treatments for what you see fit with your skin. And for me, because I use an acne treatment, I like to use a toner that is hydrating. And so the one that I'm currently using is this hyaluronic acid one from Hada Labo. So this contains 3 types of hyaluronic acid, so it's super moisturizing and plumping. I like to apply this directly onto damp skin, so right out of the shower to prevent any moisture loss. Since this does take some time to fully absorb into the skin, I like to use that as an opportunity for a jade roller to deal with any bloating or just to give myself a little facial massage. Another very hydrating essence toner that I love is the one from Neogen. It's one that I've mentioned in a previous skincare video, but it contains properties that brighten along with moisturize, so it's definitely something that I plan on repurchasing. So my 3rd step in my evening routine is to use a serum. So I've mentioned before that I don't like to shell out a lot of money on cleansers. I'd rather use that extra money to get a very good serum. So serums typically have a higher concentration of actives, so they're better suited for treating a specific concern. So the one that I've been using is also by Krave. It's called the Great Barrier Relief. This contains tamanu oil, which helps clear breakouts and smooths texture. It also contains safflower and rosehip oil, which nourishes, calms redness, and soothes irritation. So this is awesome for those who have sensitive skin or those who want to help repair their skin barrier after using too much actives or over exfoliating. I just apply this every single night because I do use an acne treatment every night, so my skin has started to become a bit more sensitive. So before getting into this, I was using a serum from PURITO. It was their Centella Unscented serum. As you will see throughout this entire video, I will be mentioning a lot of products that contain Centella because I think it's such an amazing ingredient to soothe any irritation. This one is infused with 49% Centella extract, which is best known for wound healing abilities, soothing and reducing skin inflammation, so it's excellent for sensitive skin. I think it's very important to have a balanced skincare routine, so even though I have ingredients and products that help prevent and treat acne, I also like to have ingredients that are very soothing and that can help rebuild and replenish my skin barrier. So the 4th step in my routine is to moisturize. Now, this helps prevent dryness and overproduction of oil. It's an essential step for anyone's skincare routine, any skin type. The one that I have been using, it's technically an essence, but it's the Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence from Cosrx. So this contains 96% snail mucin concentrate, and snail mucin is great for healing acne scars, reducing redness, and evening out the skin tone. This also contains anti-aging properties. Overall, it's excellent to treat a number of skin concerns, and it's suitable for all skin types. So I highly recommend everyone try out snail mucin. Another option I have for you guys that is definitely a lot easier to find in store would be the Neutrogena. Why does that sound so weird? Neutrogena Hydro Boost. The Hydro Boost from Neutrogena. You guys know what I'm talking about, but I have it in the extra dry skin formulation because that one contains no dyes and no fragrances. So Great for those who have sensitive skin. I've gone through like 3 or 4 of those. So that also contains hyaluronic acid, as I mentioned, great for retaining moisture, and you can easily find it at any drugstore. There you go. For step number 5, I have prep for acne treatment. So the acne treatment I use is a 0.1% adapalene gel. So this stuff is very drying and it can also make your skin quite sensitive. So Dr. Dre on YouTube recommends to grease your orifices. Basically, you take a ointment such as CeraVe, Aquifer, Vaseline, whatever option you have, and I apply that underneath my eyes, around my nose, and my lips. The purpose of this is to protect and lock in moisture in areas that are more prone to dryness and sensitivity. There was a time when I was traveling and forgot to bring my Aquifer. I still applied my acne treatment every single night. By the end of a few days, that area became so inflamed and irritated that I knew that this was an essential step for me. So my favorite has been the CeraVe Healing Ointment. You might have heard this for the, what do they call it? The slugging trend that's been going on. Basically to just slather this on your face to heal it and protect it. Haven't tried that. I think it would just make my skin go crazy because I am acne and oily prone. But using this in moderation and just the areas that are essential is super key to my routine. I have used Aquifer as well, and the difference, at least in texture, this is a lot lighter. Aquifer is thicker as well as the Vaseline, but the CeraVe one also contains ceramides, so that just protects your skin against environmental aggressors. But yeah, so for my face, I prefer CeraVe, but I would say for my lips, I prefer the Aquifer just because it is thicker. I have on my list the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to even talk about this because I think Aquifer is better than this. Get yourself some Aquifer, get yourself some ointment, all right? Like, this doesn't even smell that good. I think I'm just mad because this was like $20 for a lip product and everyone was hyping it up. But no, you can do better for less. My 6th and final step of my evening routine is my acne treatment. I've been using adapalene for nearly 6 months now. I started at the end of April. It's a retinoid, which is a derivative of vitamin A. It's good for reducing the formation of acne by increasing cell turnover. So this just keeps your pores from clogging up. It also helps with whiteheads, blackheads, cysts. It's definitely a long-term treatment. Some people don't see long-lasting results up until 8 months into using Differin. There are people who see great results after just a few weeks, a few months. So I would definitely say just do your research before using this. Many people say that your acne will get worse before it gets better, and that's because you will go through a purging period for this. For me, my purging stage wasn't too severe. It basically just surfaced all of the acne that I had on my cheeks and my jaw. Had to deal with that for like over a month, but right now I just have a bit of scarring to go through. So it can cause skin flaking, irritation, redness, and sun sensitivity. That is all very common when you use adapalene. This is why it's so important to moisturize first when you're starting off. A lot of people recommend to use a moisturizer as a buffer. Even to this day, since I've been using it for 5 to 6 months, I don't apply this without putting on a moisturizer first and going in with an ointment to protect my more sensitive areas. The time that I did try to apply this first before moisturizer, I found that my moisturizer just completely absorbed into my skin and left my skin feeling very dry. So I would definitely suggest easing yourself into it. Don't immediately go into using this every single night. When I first started in the first month, I would apply this every 3 nights. So 2 nights off, the 3rd day on, and I would just repeat that for a month. And then for my 2nd month, that's when I went with every other day. And then finally the 3rd month, I began to use it every single night. And my skin has reacted pretty positively to this. My skin has been evening out, at least on my left side. I don't have any active pimples. This is now my 2nd tube of this stuff, and yeah, I don't see myself stopping anytime soon until all the acne is gone, and it seems to be going that way, so I'm super excited. Also, before I go on, because this does cause sun sensitivity, you have to wear sunscreen. I mean, regardless of whether you use actives, exfoliants or not, you have to use sunscreen. But especially if you're using an acne treatment like this. All right, that brings us into other treatments. So first off, I have spot treatments, and this is used only when I have active pimples. I have 3 things to share with you guys today. So the first product I have to share is the Centella Blemish Cream from Cosrx. As you guys can see, I love Cosrx, I love Centella. I am on my 2nd jar right now. So as I mentioned, Centella is an amazing ingredient to reduce skin inflammation. I like to apply this on my really nasty, angry acne blemishes. Apply it on for a few hours and then your irritation will be reduced so quickly after using this. I also got a bug bite on my face not too long ago. I think like a gnat bit me or something. It started to form a little bump. I put this on there and then after a few hours it was completely smooth. I will never not have this in my skincare kit. All right, so second spot treatment I have to share with you guys is from Dr. Jart. This is their Control A tea treatment. That's cute, tea treatment. Soothing spot. So this contains 16.2% tea tree leaf extract, so very good for dealing with troubled spots. So I would compare this to the Mario Badescu drying lotion, but I feel like this is a lot more gentle. So the third spot treatment type of product I have for you guys is the Cosrx pimple patches. I like to use these for active pimples that have already been popped, just to suck all the gunk out. And I do find them to be quite discreet. So for the Centella and the Dr. Jart one, they do leave like a little white dot on your face, so not the best to be applying during the daytime unless you don't really care. I like to like poke at my pimples all the time. This is awesome just to protect that area and prevent you from like really going into town. So there are 2 types of chemical exfoliants that I use, a BHA and an AHA. AHA is water soluble, so it works best on the skin surface. BHAs penetrate deeper into the skin because they are oil soluble, so it's excellent to unclog pores, treat blackheads and blemishes as well. I use either BHA or AHA depending on what my skin seems to need during that week. I like to use a chemical exfoliant during the toner step of my routine. So after cleansing, I'd apply my chemical exfoliant, then I'd go in with my serum if I feel like I want to, and then end with a moisturizer. I don't combine this with my acne treatment because that would just be too much for my skin to handle. For the most part, I don't like to combine any other actives with my chemical exfoliants just to be safe. So if you plan on introducing Differin into your skincare routine or any other acne treatment, it is very important to slowly ease yourself into using chemical exfoliants again. I stopped using chemical exfoliants for 2 whole months while I was on Differin, and then slowly started to incorporate it again into my routine. I definitely don't exfoliate as much, probably like once or twice a week depending on what my skin needs. So I have a BHA and AHA, both from Cosrx. Once again, they're awesome, really great and super gentle. Another cult favorite I would say is from Paula's Choice. This is their 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. A lot of people have praised this. I've used like 2 bottles of the stuff. This is the travel size version. Very excellent. I would say the Cosrx one is equally as great. For the AHA, I was gifted this 8% AHA gel exfoliant, also from Paula's Choice. And this is a gel formulation, so it does feel quite drying on the skin. So just be wary of that if you do plan on getting this. I mean, there's other AHAs out there that are more hydrating. The Cosrx one definitely is. Yeah, I didn't actually choose to get this. I was buying a bunch of Paula's Choice and it was added to my order and I figured it was like a travel size, but no, it's a full size. Thank you, Paula. Okay, so now masks. One mask that I was very excited to try out is also from Cosrx. So it's an overnight rice mask. So what's awesome about this mask is you can just slap it on at the end of your routine after your moisturizer, your final step, and then it just locks everything in. Rice also helps to brighten your face and your skin will feel incredible the morning after. I also like to use this when I take baths, because when I take baths, all the steam really dries out my face, and so I will just slap this on and I will feel great afterwards. This baby is definitely a favorite, especially heading onto the cooler, drier months of the season. So that concludes my evening routine. I feel like I've been talking for over an hour now, but you know what, like, let's just get into it. Let's talk about my morning routine. So after I gently wash my face with water, I like to go in with a vitamin C serum. So my main concern besides acne is the scarring and dark pigmentation that I get as a result of all the acne. I have been using this Mad Hippie vitamin C serum. This contains cone jackfruit, ferulic, and hyaluronic acid. All of this just helps reduce the appearance of wrinkles and discoloration. I've tried one from Paula's Choice and also from Cosrx, both of which I believe were like 20% vitamin C, which was too strong for me to start off with, I think. But this has been a very soothing and gentle vitamin C. My complaint with this is that it's not the best to layer with. It tends to pill, but for the most part, I like this, don't love it. It's a good beginner vitamin C. So the second step of my morning routine, I would say, is pretty optional. This is an eye cream from Innisfree, and most professionals will tell you that eye creams are essentially glorified moisturizers unless they contain specific actives that are meant to treat specific concerns such as puffiness or dark under eye circles. So the only reason I like to use an eye cream in the daytime is specifically if I choose to wear a concealer that day, or if my eyes tend to get quite dry in the cooler months. So this is the only reason why I would include an eye cream, but if you don't see any issue with your under eye area, then it's not really necessary. So after that, I like to moisturize. So when you have oily skin and you don't hydrate, you will end up looking oilier by the end of the day because your skin is overcompensating for the lack of moisture. And if you over moisturize, you'll still end up looking pretty greasy. So it's a very thin line. But when I do moisturize in the morning, I tend to go for gel formulations that are just lighter on the skin, absorbs better. And so the two gel moisturizers I've been really loving lately is one from Benton. This is the Aloe Propolis Soothing Gel. Yet again, I have another product that contains Centella. This one is from iUnique. It's the Centella Calming Gel Cream. This contains 70% of Centella leaf water and 10% tea tree leaf water. So this is great for anyone who has blemishes, acne prone skin. Love it. And of course, this is also very moisturizing, lightweight, but also soothing. Can't go wrong with either of them. The final step in my morning routine is, of course, sunscreen. If you haven't been wearing sunscreen, I don't know where you've been. You should have been wearing sunscreen yesterday. It's really the #1 preventative measure when it comes to dealing with hyperpigmentation, scarring. A lot of things can be emphasized due to sun damage, and so it's just best to protect your skin. So I have 3 sunscreens that I've been using on rotation that I absolutely love, have repurchased multiple times. So the first one, of course, is from PURITO. This is the Centella Green Level Unscented Sunscreen. So I've been seeing this everywhere. I'm on my 3rd or 4th tube of this. There's no stickiness, no white cast. It's so moisturizing. This is the type of sunscreen where I wouldn't apply moisturizer, as I mentioned, because it is very hydrating. It contains Centella, no scent, no dyes. Need I say more? Next sunscreen I'm super stoked to share with you guys is from Klairs. It's their Soft Airy UV Essence. So exactly as this is titled, this is super light and airy. It's amazing for people with oily skin because it doesn't leave your skin feeling greasy whatsoever. It's definitely one of the best formulations I've ever tried from a sunscreen. My only gripe, I guess, is that it is a bit pricier, like over $20, maybe closer to $30 actually. I would 100% keep repurchasing this just because it feels that good. Last sunscreen I have to share with you guys, and this is one I mentioned before, and it is from Paula's Choice. It's their Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense Broad Spectrum SPF 30 with antioxidants and resveratrol. I haven't worn foundation in over a year, and I don't think I ever will anymore because I think a tinted sunscreen just does it for me. I have the sunscreen on right now. It does a good job of just evening out my skin tone. Unfortunately, it only comes in one shade. I don't know how this will work for those who are more sun-kissed and melanated. If you were to see up close, there is a difference in my face tone and like my neck, of course, and so this does lean a bit more pink. It's not a huge issue, but yeah, I've used 2 of these already. This is excellent for days that you want to look a bit more fresh. Also an excellent choice for anyone with oily skin. I actually do feel the need to moisturize underneath this because it can get a bit drying. So this concludes my entire skincare routine from day to night. Pretty extensive, I know, but I think I did a good job of just really narrowing it down to the products that are absolutely essential into my routine. I genuinely love all these products, and of course I'll keep you all updated if anything else changes in my routine. Don't forget you can shop using my YesStyle link right below. Feel free to support me if you want with my code using KFIDS5 for up to 5 to 10% off your first order off YesStyle. And I truly hope you guys let me know if you do try any of these products, how it goes for you. I wish you all good luck on your skincare journey as well. Comment, like, subscribe if you want, you know the deal. Good night, good day, wear your sunscreen, drink your water, and vote. All right, peace out everyone.